Okay, welcome to Taylor Park in Rosendale and the site of a non-conference girls softball game. A couple of very good programs, very storied histories, as the Laconia Spartans will be hosting the Waupun Lady Warriors, the 8th-ranked team in Division II for girls softball. It should be a great matchup between these two teams, two very good coaches with Josh Navis for Waupun and Scott Ritzma for the Laconia Spartans. And I even got someone to broadcast the game with me today. Didn't have a game to umpire tonight. Randy Armga joining me. I'm Steve Witterhack, and we're ready to bring on a beautiful night. Some good non-conference matchup in girls softball before the big playoffs start next week.
It certainly doesn't feel like a non-conference game.
No.
Lots of excitement here today.
A lot of things going on. We are very lucky to be a part of the big night. It's a senior night. It's parents' night here at Laconia. And it's also celebrating the new improvements they made on the field. It's amazing some of the things I saw here. They brought in like 13 truckloads of whatever sand or mix that they put out there. They say just what Waupun uses on their fields too. They brought that in. The bleacher area is all fixed up. The dugouts are fixed up, and there's a few more things to do. A lot of sponsors. You look out in the outfield fence out there of local businesses that have supported all the changes that they've done here, and pretty exciting things going on here at Taylor Park.
Yeah, wonderful support from a small community to come together. And, you know, I know they play men's softball here. They have other events here. They have tournaments, and it's really upgraded to a beautiful facility right now. The grass looks great. The infield is amazing right there, just perfectly, almost seamless. So what a great facility to play softball on.
I know Scott was very excited about it. He mentioned it to me about 3 weeks ago. I saw him, and he said, "You're going to do that game coming up here on the 14th of May?" And he said all the things that are going on. Plus, it's against Waupun, which makes it even a little more special. A great rivalry between these two teams, even though they're not in the same conference, not even in the same division. But always means something when they play each other. So all the storied past that they have. Laconia has been to state 5 times and came home with hardware every time. 3 state championships, 15, 16, and 17. And before that 3-year run, they had a second-place finish and won a few years before that, second place. So when they go to state, they come back with some hardware, and nice tradition that Scott has built here for Laconia softball.
Yeah, it certainly is. And as you said, just the feel here today is something special. And I saw girls from the two teams coming up and hugging each other before games. So they definitely know each other. I mean, obviously close communities, but they're friends, they're competitors, and it just makes for a great atmosphere.
And Josh Navis pretty excited, too, about how his team is playing right now. And I had a chance to talk to both coaches, with Josh Navis and Scott Ritzma, so I've got those interviews coming up here in the pregame show. But I think both coaches are very happy where their team's at with the playoffs starting next week, Tuesday. And exciting stuff for both teams. I had that right in front of me. Here it is, the brackets, and not an easy bracket for either team. Waupun will be taking on Ripon, a team that they've handled in 10-run ruled, I think, both times they played them during the season. Waupun, number 8 ranked team in the state, number 1 seed. Pretty happy about getting that. And after that, things get tough for them. You could be playing Winneconne or Campbellsport the next game. Winneconne, they've had some tough times. They've won both the games against them. And if you win that game, you'll probably be playing against Kewaskum, I would guess. That's the one team that has given their only loss in conference play. You get to the top of the bracket, they get the number 2 ranked team in the state, Luxembourg Casco, up there, and number 5 seeded team, the team that beat Waupun last year, knocked them out of the tournament, Freedom. So they got 4 ranked teams in the top 10 in their sectional. So not an easy task, but Josh happy that they got in the bottom of that bracketing and stay away from those teams as long as they can till the sectional championship. As far as Laconia Spartans, they will be playing next week against Cedar Grove, Belgium. And the nice thing, if you can possibly get yourself to the sectional championship, guess where they're having the sectional championship? Right here on this diamond over at Taylor Park at Laconia. So they would love to be able to play in that if they let them do that in a sectional, but we'll find out. But they take on Cedar Grove, Belgium, and they're the only other ranked teams. They got Mayville and Lemira, both from their conference in the flyaway, who are ranked number 3 and number 5 in the state. So I think it's pretty familiar and very hard when you get past that first game. So that is about looking at the brackets. We'll talk about that during the game today. It's senior night, it's parents' night, and just a beautiful diamond. A great night, not too hot out there. Doesn't look like the wind's blowing terrible out there right now with the flag out in right center field. So we're going to have interviews coming up in just a few minutes. First of all, with Coach Josh Navis of the Waupun Lady Warriors, and that'll be followed by the interview with Scott Ritzma on our pregame show, brought to you by Home and Auto Sales. Waupun Lady Warrior Softball taking on the Laconia Spartans at Taylor Park in Rosendale. Back with those interviews in just a few minutes on RP Sports.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
You know, when planting season arrives, timing is everything. That's why you need a planter that's ready to strike when the conditions are right. Massey Ferguson planters are part of a long tradition of accurate planting with minimal downtime and required maintenance. It's a combination of precision, dependability, and performance worthy of the Massey Ferguson name and worthy of your farm. Stop by Waupun Equipment today or visit www.masseyferguson.us to learn more.
Andy with us here at the Other Bar, Main Street in Waupun. Andy, I think it would be good to run down the weekly special so people know what's going on here at the Other Bar, Main Street, Waupun.
Absolutely, Nick. We got something going on every week. Monday, of course, is all you can eat shrimp and fries. We got pizza specials as well. $4 off 16 and $2 off of 12. That's Monday. Tuesday is Mexican all day from open to close. Wednesdays, we have wing special going on. That's after 4 p.m. Thursday, of course, is build your own burger. We have $1 off burgers. And Friday is fish all day from open to close. And Saturday is appetizer special. Buy one, get one, half off. That's all day. And Sunday, of course, we're back to wings, Bloody Marys, screwdrivers, and Sunday Fun Day.
Now, with fish fry, you want to get that order in early because you do fill up, right?
Fridays are chaos. Yeah, it's like corralling cats. So you want to get your order in fast and make sure you call in ahead of time before, and we can go out probably a half hour, 45 minutes, depending upon how busy we are. But yes, by all means, we were more than happy to take your to-go order on Friday. You can sit outside on our patio. That's open now. The girls are more than happy to deliver food outside when the weather's nice, of course. But yeah, you'll have to stop in and see what we got going on.
The Other Bar, Main Street, Waupun.
Every beginning starts with a breath. When buying or selling a home, it's easy to forget to take one. Brooke Bourne and Rock River Realty can guide your next real estate venture without the worry. Home markets are changing, and Brooke Bourne meets the market with only a 2.5% commission. It's true, 2.5%. Save the stress when you work with the best. Contact Brooke Bourne at 920-251-0500 or email brookebourne@rockriverrealty.org.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Welcome back to Taylor Park in Rosendale. Again, it's Waupun on the road now, taking on the Spartans of Laconia High School, and really nice rivalry between these two teams over the years. But Josh Navas joining us, head coach of the Waupun Lady Warriors. And where's your team at now? This is the last week of the regular season coming up. Still some big games, a big one coming up on Thursday. But do you like where your team's at right now?
Definitely like where they're at. We had a really good game last night against Xavier, and we thought we'd be more of a get everybody in kind of game, but they came with two really good pitchers. We were happy that was a different adjustment for us, so we left our regulars in to see that good pitching, and they responded with 9 runs, and it was a nice win for our girls last night and get us ready with Laconia tonight and get us ready. Hopefully we don't have to share the title on Thursday, but we'll see.
What do you know about the Laconia Spartans? The great tradition there, but the last state championship they won back in 2017 of the 3 in a row that they won. But what do you know about this year's squad?
Well, they got good pitching again. They got a freshman that's really, really good, and one of their sophomores I've given some lessons to. She's really good. She'll probably be over at the JV field, but she can bring it. So he's got a nice bullpen to work with. So a couple games we did scout and they're solid at least through 7 in the order hitting, and after that it's fast. So it's just what you want going into the playoffs, seeing great teams like Scott coaches and these girls here in Laconia. They're almost like our home girls because they come to our facility a lot and play a lot of games over there during the summer and stuff. So it's nice to finally come here after 12 years of them coming over by us. So
let's talk about the postseason. You got yourself a #1 seed. You got to be happy about that. But a pretty tough section I was looking at, man. It's loaded. Looks like after maybe the first game, you've got resistance the rest of the way.
Oh yeah, we gotta earn it. It's called, if you gotta beat the best, so you gotta play them sooner or later, and it looks like it'll be sooner. So, but we get Ripon on Tuesday, and then Winneconne and is taking on Campbellsport, and both of those teams, obviously we play Winneconne and Campbellsport. We scouted them 2 or 3 times, and they're good teams. So I don't even know what's going to happen in that game. I have no clue. So the good thing is we get to play them at home if we get that opportunity. If we take care of Ripon on Tuesday, we'll get the opportunity to play them at home, and past that. And it's the other side with Plymouth and Kewaskum. It's good. And then the northern half of our sectional, geez, there could potentially 3 state champs up in there too. And their tradition is just it might be out of the 4 sectionals, it's got to be one, I think, the toughest one.
I saw 4 teams that are ranked right now, what the rankings mean, but there's 4 teams that are ranked in the top 10 in your sectional out of 4 sectionals. So that says you got the toughest sectional out there.
Yeah, deservedly so too. Those teams are ranked for a reason. They great pitching and just solid teams, and we've scouted them all already too, just to make sure they're in the iPad. So just in case, and we have our opportunity to go see them as playoffs go along too, and hopefully we do get that chance to go scout them. So.
Well, Coach, thanks for the time. Good luck today in your game, and I'll definitely be at your next game against Kewaskum on Thursday and following you all the way through the playoffs. So hopefully this is a nice little tune-up for the big teams coming up. Yeah,
thank you so much. We just love it, especially coming here with their new remodel, and Scott's done great things here, getting this new facility and the dirt. They even came to Waupun to get the same type of dirt that we have, so that's familiar ground for us here today. So we're happy to be here to help out Scott in their senior day, and I think they got Parents' Day, and it's quite an event he's got on here. We're happy to be a part of it.
Hey, Josh Navas, head coach of the Waupun Lady Warriors, joining us. And again, they're getting set to take on the Laconia Spartans at Taylor Park in Rosendale. Back with more of our pregame show after this on RP Sports.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. We believe in a holistic approach, combining cutting-edge therapies and lifestyle changes that can slow down, stop, or even reverse the progression of your disease to help you live your life to the fullest. Don't let peripheral neuropathy hold you back. Take the first step towards a pain-free life. Call New Medical Center today at 920-324-9899 or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. Because you deserve to live without pain.
A reminder for everyone that Bent's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Bent's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Bent's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today. The Hour Bar on Main Street, Waupun is a great place to meet friends. Owners Bob and Tana invite you to join them for their daily specials and great atmosphere. They also bring in top-notch entertainment and host many special events. The Hour Bar is also the perfect place to cheer on the Packers, Bucks, Brewers, and Badgers. There's TVs everywhere you look. After today's game, head to the Hour Bar, 433 East Main Street, Waupun, a proud supporter of high school sports.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Planning a new building, whether it's commercial, ag, or residential, you need a building that will last. You need Pino. Our experienced design build team will make your vision a reality. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to pinobuildings.com and you'll learn about the Pino difference. Pino, built better for future generations.
Welcome back to Taylor Park in Rosendale, and again, big matchup, non-conference game as we're getting close to the playoffs, and always fun to have Waupun take on the Laconia Spartans. So looking forward to this game here this afternoon here in Rosendale. And time now to talk to the head coach for the Laconia Spartans. We got Scott Ritzma joining us, and here we are, Scott, last week of the regular season. Talk about where your team's at right now. You think they're all ready for the playoffs starting next week?
Yeah, I mean, we're playing really good ball right now. We've minimized our mistakes and we've capitalized where we need to capitalize. We still have areas that we can still improve and we're still working on stuff. But overall, I like where our team's at and just how we're performing.
Well, it looks like you're trying to get ready for the playoffs. You got Waupun, who's ranked number 8 in Division II, and then you've got Marshall coming up, and they're ranked in your division in the top 10 too. So you're taking on some pretty good teams going into the playoffs.
Yeah, I really believe that you gotta, in order for us to be better, we gotta play good teams, and so we always have a tough schedule. And I know that every single game that we're gonna have to come in and battle, and that's just how we run it. And hopefully we can get down to Madison again.
Congratulations for the improvements that you got done around here. I walked up and I was like, wow, this looks unbelievable out here. And just talk about changes that they made here, the support from the community, and raising money here tonight on senior night and parent night here at Taylor Park.
Yeah, I mean, it's been really cool. We started last fall with removing the lip that we had in the outfield and putting in some topsoil and some sod, and then we brought in about 12 truckloads of material and pulled all the bases and redid everything. I mean, this field's in great shape. We're hosting the sectional final, and I want to make sure that we put our best foot forward for those teams that are going to be here.
Well, Scott, it looks beautiful. Good luck. It should be a fun game tonight and a great atmosphere. Raising some money. I can smell the food already, so I'm excited about that.
Oh, yeah. We got Rose 23 out here with smash burgers, and they got fries going, and they're promoting it as Party in the Park, and so that's what we're going to do. We're going to party in the park.
Well, in hand, things over to Randy Armgard during the game. I'm going to be back in about 10 minutes when I get done grabbing some food over there. So congratulations on all the improvements here, and good luck tonight.
Yeah, thanks so much, Steve.
Hey, Scott Ritzma, head coach of Laconia Spartans, joining us. Be back with more of our pregame show brought to you by Home and Auto Sales in just a few minutes on RP Sports.
We make you feel at home and Auto Sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and Auto Sales. Every time we make you feel at home and Auto Sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Let's spring into a new career. Join the award-winning Zaputo Dairy USA team. Zaputo ranks within the top 3 for cheese production in the country, and they're right in this area. Career stability, great wages, benefits, and more. Right now, Zaputo is looking for skilled mechanics for their 3rd shift. Starting wages at over $30 per hour with an additional shift premium of $2 an hour. Benefits start after 30 days. Log on to Zaputo.com and click on Careers. Located just outside of Waupun in Alto.
Hey, you think it's warm over there? We're Where's the AC?
We're not getting Netflix if it ain't free.
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Soon we'll be in a warm Wisconsin summer. Now is the time to get your maintenance plan to prevent an AC conundrum. Don't forget, we sell and install Coleman furnaces too.
Call 920-763-2301. Log on allphasecomforts.com.
Providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
I know the weather's changing. I can feel it in my knee.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees when you meet the monthly qualification criteria. There's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance, no matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because you'll feel totally protected with the right auto coverage. Plus, you'll save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home with our expert agents. American Family Insurance.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
It's time to take control of your soil management. Turn to the Great Plains TerraMax, a versatile hybrid tillage solution offering variable intensity tillage for a variety of fall and spring field conditions. Create the ideal seedbed with a high-quality finish, level soils and remove ruts, and eliminate resistant weeds, all with one tool. Tillage is now on your terms with TerraMax. Visit Waupun Equipment Company today to learn more about hybrid tillage and the all-new TerraMax from Great Plains. TerraMax, for tillage on your terms.
Andy with us here at the other bar, Main Street in Waupun. Andy, I think it would be good to run down the weekly special so people know what's going on here at the other bar, Main Street, Waupun.
Absolutely, Nick. We got something going on every week. Monday, of course, is all you can eat shrimp and fries. We got pizza specials as well. $4 off 16 and $2 off of 12. That's Monday. Tuesday is Mexican all day from open to close. Wednesdays, we have wing special going on. That's after 4 p.m. Thursday, of course, is build your own burger. We have $1 off burgers. And Friday is fish all day from open to close. And Saturday is appetizer special. Buy one, get one, half off. That's all day. And Sunday, of course, we're back to wings, Bloody Marys, screwdrivers, and Sunday Fun Day.
Now, with the fish fry, you want to get that order in early because you do fill up, right?
Fridays are chaos. Yeah, it's like corralling cats. So you want to get your order in fast and make sure you call in ahead of time before, and we can go out probably a half hour, 45 minutes, depending upon how busy we are. But yes, by all means, we were more than happy to take your to-go order on Friday. You can sit outside on our patio. That's open now. The girls are more than happy to deliver food outside when the weather's nice, of course. But yeah, you'll have to stop in and see what we got going on.
The other bar, Main Street, Waupun.
Joint or spine pain holding you back from the activities you love? Exhausted from relying on pain medications? Dreading the thought of steroid shots or invasive surgery? At New Medical Center, we believe in tapping into your body's own natural healing abilities. Our cutting-edge regenerative treatments use your body's own natural biologics to repair and restore damaged tissues. Imagine getting back to a life of movement and freedom in one simple in-office procedure. No downtime, no lengthy hospital stays, and no painful recovery. Isn't it time you reclaimed your life from pain? Call us at 920-324-9899 or visit us online at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. New Medical Center, 160 Gateway Drive in Waupun. What are you waiting for? Get back to living pain-free. Call New Medical Center now.
Okay, we are back at Taylor Park. Steve Witterhack along with Randy Armga. A rare night off, Randy, from some officiating. So glad to have you along tonight.
Yeah, thanks for the invite. This is going to be a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah, it's always fun when you get Laconia and Waupun together. Basketball it got pretty fierce until last year. Laconia, just another level of basketball. Maybe the best team in the state, no matter what division. They're pretty impressive state champs. Year before that, they were state runners-up, and I think they could have a bit of a run here of bringing home some gold balls from the Rush Center, coming up with all the great athletes. A lot of them from that basketball team. I see Callista Vandenberg out there, but a lot of them are big track athletes, like state-level track athletes, too, besides being a really good volleyball team that almost made it to state, too. So a pretty special bunch of athletes going through Laconia right now.
Yeah, and I think some of those girls are probably playing club basketball in the spring. It's hard to commit to a softball team. The track is something you can do more as an individual, even though it's a team sport. So it allows them to maybe miss a few things here and there with the track.
Taking a look at Waupun, they played yesterday, and they knocked off, I believe it was Appleton Xavier they knocked off by a score of 9-1 yesterday. Addie Braun pitched 7 innings, only gave up 1 hit. The 1 hit was a dinger.
First inning, I believe, or first or second inning early on.
Kind of reminds me of Waupun playing Freedom. The girl only gave up like 1 hit, but that was to Kaylee Westfall, a home run on the leadoff batter. But they made the most of their 1 hit. But Waupun, of course, winning that game 9-1. 15 strikeouts for Addie. And what does it look like being behind home plate? You've been back behind home plate when she pitches. What does she really bring from the batters and the umpires' perspective?
Yeah, she's got a multitude of pitches. She's got a riser that I'd say goes up 5 or 6 inches. She's got a drop ball. She has a good curveball that breaks away from the right-handers. And she really has 2 changeups. She's got a really slow changeup and then one that looks like it's coming as fast as her fastball, and it's probably only 10 miles an hour slower, and it really throws off the hitters. But I think her key is she can really throw hard. I don't know what she's throwing. I've never heard a radar gun on her, but I think Addison, she's throwing maybe in the upper 60s for sure.
12-1 on the season, 1.31 ERA, 130 strikeouts on the season. Pretty special player. Also in that game, Kylie Plime had a triple in the ball game, and Kaylee Westfall, she's just a beast at the plate. Unbelievable catcher. You don't steal against her. And she was 2 for 3 in the game yesterday, batting over 600, I think over 650 on the season. And she also had a triple in the game, and she has a habit of crossing home plate. Every time she gets on base, she'll find her way across home plate. She scored 3 times out of those 9 runs yesterday. So Kaylee, just an unbelievable athlete and catcher, hitter, and everything for just a complete player.
Yeah, great discipline as well. She walks quite often and then finds her way to second base and scores.
Waupun sitting in first place right now, 10-1, and Kewaskum just they only have 9 games and Waupun has 11, but they're 7-2, and they play Kewaskum coming up this Thursday in Waupun, a game that was supposed to be last week. So they play them. Plymouth sitting at 7-4 in that Kewaskum game. We'll have that for you too, video streaming, and I think Jeff and his video crew will be over there. 4:45 start on that ball game. Pregame about 4:30. And we are just about ready to play ball here. And stepping to the plate, just an unbelievable athlete for Waupun, Ava Vandezan. We've seen her on the volleyball court, a great left side hitter. Just a sophomore right-handed hitter. And she'll start things out for the Waupun Lady Warriors. And she will be facing Addie Mowers, 8-6 on the season with a 2.55 ERA. Ava so far in the season with a .436 batting average, and she's crossed home plate the most of anybody for Waupun, 30 times. A little off that one, kind of pulling a little off the speed, and Addie Maurer gets Ava to swing and miss.
Ava's a great leadoff hitter for this team. Very fast, faster than people realize.
Strike call on the next pitch. That was a 1-2 to Ava. And Waupun's batting order. You can look at that. Kaylee Westfall waiting on deck. Lexi Gerritsen batting third. Oh, a little change up and chases it high and a swing and a miss. Tough out, and she got it. Got Vandezan to swing and miss on that last pitch. And that brings up Kaylee Westfall batting .655 on the season.
Haven't scored a scorebook in a while, baseball or softball.
Yeah.
Get my numbers correct again.
You're just collecting checks is what you're doing right now, doing a lot of officiating, and you love those double headers, don't you?
Yeah, I certainly do. Drive once, get paid twice.
Yeah. Lexi Gerritsen waiting on deck. She'll be followed by Roz Rivera, then Addie Braun, and Kylie Plime. Called strike on the next pitch into Westfall. Carly White followed by Olivia White and Olivia Lease, I should say. wrote down the wrong name on here. I was racing through with all the stuff going on. It'll be Elise batting 8th, and then it'll be Ryan Babish, the third baseman, batting 9th. Defensively for Laconia, Addie Maurer, I said, in the pitcher's circle, 2.55 ERA on the season. Kaylin Maurer behind home plate. This one's popped in the air out towards right field. Aubrey Maurer comes in just before she gets to the infield dirt and gets the catch. So a tough out there, but they got her out in right field. Kaylee Westfall retired, and that'll bring up Lexi Garrettson. Callista Vandenberg, another great three-sport athlete out there. Fun watching on the basketball court. A great middle hitter on the volleyball team. She's an athlete.
She certainly is. I thought she was really the glue that kept that basketball team together.
First pitch, and that's popped in the air over towards just what Callista we just talked about. And she brings it in, so a quiet inning for Waupun. A couple of short pop-outs, also a strikeout, and a 3 up, 3 down. Waupun goes down quietly in the top of the first inning. And we'll be back with the bottom half of inning number 1 and Laconia's first at bat of the ball game right after this on RP Sports.
We make you feel at home and Auto Sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and Auto Sales. Every time we make you feel at home and Auto Sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Sunday, I think, yeah. Saturdays or Sundays, yeah.
If you're looking for someone to take your tree at Torres Tree Service of Waupun, Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Okay, we are back at Tom Halfman Memorial Field at Taylor Park. Steve Winterhack along with Randy Armga. Big Nate Young doing the video streaming. And here we go. Laconia coming up to bat here in the bottom of the first. A great defensive effort to shut Waupun down. 1-2-3. And Emma Bone will bat first. The shortstop followed by the designated player out there, Kendall Plime. And then batting third will be the pitcher, Addie Maurer. First pitch misses for ball 1. Addie Braun, of course, in the pitcher's circle for Waupun, 12-1 on the season with a 1.31 ERA. Kylie Westfall behind home plate. Lexi Garrettson at first, and Carly White at second base. This one's going to miss way outside and high. Kylie Plime at shortstop. Ryan Babish is over at third base for the Lady Warriors. Left to right in Waupun's outfield, Olivia Lease, Rowan Harder, and Ava Vandezan.
Little smile there from Braun as she threw that one just a little bit high and outside.
Comes the 2-0 pitch. And that one's going to miss too, makes it a 3-0 count. Yeah, a couple of very good quality teams, and Scott said the future looks real bright for Laconia Spartan softball. He's pretty excited about what the future brings. Here's a called strike, bringing a little heat on that right down the middle. 3-1 the count.
Scott Ritzman, I don't know how long he's been here. It's been a while now. Have to ask him, I guess, but been here for a number of years already.
3-1 pitch is fouled off by Bone, makes the count now 3-2. Yeah, he's been here a while. Have to call a lot of really fun games down at Goodman Diamond. I was at all the games that they played down there for state tournament, even when they got their first runner-up.
That was about 10 years ago already, yeah, when they started that run, I think. Maybe 12 years ago when the run started for Laconia.
Yeah, it was like 08 or 09 was when they got their first runner-up, and that one misses on the changeup. Makes it a walk-in, bringing up Kendall Plime up to bat. Yeah, it was fun following when the Kayla Schwebke years. You get to bring home 4 trophies. And that first one, of course, was a state runner-up, and after that, it was state championship the next 3 years. Pretty amazing run. That was put down nicely, picked up by Addie Braun, and doing her job as Plime, advancing the runner over to second base on the sack bunt. So 1 down, runner at second base, and that'll bring up Addie Maurer. just one of those games it's not going to be you're going to go for big innings. You're going to try to have to produce some runs, and that's what Scott Ritzma setting themselves up, get that runner in scoring position, and brings up Addie Maurer. Batting .421 on the season. Lays off the high pitch. Ball one.
Yeah, those opportunities to score against a pitcher the quality of Braun don't come often. Get that leadoff walk, move her over to second, and you're playing for a possible base hit or maybe an error that you can get a run across early.
High and away, and the next pitch makes it a 2-0 count. Right now, Addie having a control problem, walking the first batter, and now down to the count 2-0 with the batter Addie Maurer, number 3 in the batting order, up to bat. Aubrey Maurer on deck.
A little bit of pitcher circle grooming right there, trying to find her rhythm.
Comes high and tight, and Maurer battles it off and fouls it back into the screen right at us. Puts the count at 2-1.
I knew you would have saved my life if I needed it. You had your hand ready.
I was going to grab you, but I was going to pull you in front of me. No time to even react. You're just going to get nailed.
Take a bullet for the president. I know, whatever.
This one bounces across home plate and makes it now a 3-1 count to Maurer.
Not characteristic of Addison Braun to be wild.
3-1 pitch now for Braun. It's chopped down to the ground, but back and foul ball. Another 3-2 count on a Laconia batter. Yeah, back in the Kayla Schwebke days, a lot of 1-0 wins,
yes.
2-0 wins, 2-1. If you can get lucky enough to put a run across the plate against Kayla. It wasn't the only one. That Cashton Schmidt on the team was a very good athlete. That just comes off the top of my head. A slow bounce over to shortstop, picked up by Plein, fires over to first in time, but that does advance the runner over to third base. So runner at third base, and that brings up the cleanup batter, Aubrey Maurer. Aubrey batting .493 on the season, a left-handed batter. Steps to the plate now for the Spartans.
Yeah, those are lofty numbers. I don't care if you're playing baseball, softball, at any level. Nearly 500 is incredible.
And she's playing in the Flyway Conference, so you got Mayville, who's ranked like number 2 or 3 in the state, and you got Lemira. They're also ranked in the top 10 in the state. First pitch in, catches the bottom part of the zone, makes it a 0-1 count. So you're playing against quality teams. St. Mary Springs is not bad this year, and they've knocked off either Mayville or Lemira in their game against them earlier this season. Just a real competitive conference right now with the Flyway.
Yeah, quality pitching.
Changeup stays high, puts the count at 1-1. And the runner at third base now for the Spartans. No score in the ball game. Bottom of the first inning. Steve and Randy with you here on a beautiful Tuesday afternoon.
Addison's probably not going to pipe one no matter what. She'd rather walk her than.
One catches the outside part of the plate. No offer, makes the count 1-2. Calista Vanderberg awaiting on deck. Gwen Westfall after that. Lily Schultz, Kaylin Lemke, and Cambry Johnson. The rest of the batting order for Laconia. Comes the 1-2 pitch, popped in the air. Foul territory over on the left field side, giving chase, and not quite getting to it. Over there is third baseman Ryan Babish. Hung up in the air for a while, but just one of those tough areas. So the count remains 1-2.
A little bit of a hill over there, too, that goes up.
It does.
3 or 4 feet when you get towards the fence. Difficult for when you're running that way. All of a sudden you realize you're running uphill when you're trying to track the ball.
Another 1-2 pitch. That's going to stay high, chin level. Puts the count at 2-2. Seen that at a few fields, right on the in play, not in foul territory over at Waterloo, a baseball diamond over there out in right field. They had a hill that kind of went up. It was still in fair territory yet. Comes the 2-2 pitch. That one's just off the plate, away from the left-handed hitting Aubrey Maurer.
Mayville's baseball field had the same thing. Left field went uphill about 8 feet as you got out towards near the fence.
That's odd when you're kind of watching the ball and all of a sudden that could trip you up just not knowing that it's coming. Staying alive as Maurer fouls that one back. Keeps the count at 3-2.
Good pitch on the outer half. Maurer doing a nice job getting a piece of it.
Yeah, with that kind of batting average, if she gets a base out of it, that might not be the worst thing. Let's see if we can take care of business right here. 3-2 pitch. And that's going to be just foul on the ground over past first base. 3-2 count again on Aubrey Maurer. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to be, Nate and I are going to take that trip down to Kettle Moraine Lutheran. That one was supposed to be last week, but got rained out, so we will be calling that game coming up tomorrow. Nate better get ready to do a little hiking with his equipment. Who came inside of that one and holding off is Maurer, and she gets walked. So another walk issue to a Laconia batter, putting runners at the corner with 2 down. Nobody in yet, but got Callista Vandenberg coming up to the plate, and she's batting .319 on the season. Waiting on deck is Gwen Westfall. Yeah, it's a called strike, and they're going to throw it down there, and that's going to get bobbled, and they're going to throw home, and no, they're going to say safe. And runner getting all the way to third base, but a run does come in. Kind of surprised that they just didn't let that one go, but bobbled ball over at second base didn't help things at all. And this is still a hair late on that throw into home plate, and Laconia draws first blood, leading 1-0.
Yeah, I agree. That's normally a ball that gets cut off right there, and with 2 outs, you're hoping to get the batter.
That puts runner over at third base with Maurer over there now. And Callista Vandenberg still up to bat. Swings and misses on the next pitch in, makes the count 0-2. But I've been talking about that fooled all day, and now we're not going to get a chance to get any because we're doing the game, and they didn't start serving just before we were on the air. So,
well, maybe there'll be some left after the game is over.
We'll see. They said they're only serving till they run out, so that gives me an idea that it's a possibility of it running out.
You can smell it right now.
Yeah.
I saw some beef on there, some smash burgers.
Next pitch is going to miss just inside. Makes the count now 2-2. A lot of pitches being thrown by Addie Braun here in the first inning. 1 run crossing the plate, 1 runner at third base, 1-0 lead now for Laconia on your new medical scoreboard. Comes a 2-2 pitch right down Main Street and fouled back. Staying alive is Vandenberg. Yeah, fun time of year. Playoffs start next Tuesday. Definitely plan on covering all the postseason games for Waupun boys and girls, and maybe keep an eye on a few other teams around the area. Oh, it takes a little off it, and a swing and a miss on that last pitch, and Laconia comes up with a couple of walks, no hits, but they do get a runner to cross home plate, strand 1, and after 1 completed is Waupun trailing Laconia 1-0, back with the top of inning number 2 after this on RP Sports.
Say cheese. If you smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Okay, we are back for the top of inning number 2, and Roz Rivera steps to the plate now for Waupun, followed by Addie Braun and Kylie Plime. That first pitch right down the middle. Nice looking pitch there. No offer. Addie Maurer ahead of the count now, 0-1 to the Waupun batter.
Savannah checking in on the live chat saying go Roz.
She's always, I was glad to have her along again because for a while I was wondering where. No, she was there pretty much right off the bat, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was early check-in.
So thanks for Savannah for joining us again.
Loyal follower of ours.
High heat and a swing and a miss by Rivera. Roz on the season batting .378. 1-2 the count now on Roz, with Addie Braun waiting on deck. A little switch in the batting order. Talking with the coaches on the way over, they decided to kind of flip those two around with Kylie Pleim and Addie Braun. So she moved up to number 5, and Kylie Pleim down to number 6 in the batting order. And Randy, you were wondering about maybe the few players with the same last names on both teams, with a Pleim and a Westfall on both teams. That's and a very good chance with these two communities are so tied together that they could very well be related.
Well, I know the Pleim girl that plays for Laconia. Her dad is a former Waupun.
I believe the class of 2001. I think he was a year older than my son Chris. Matt Pleim, a good basketball player from I remember back in the day, and
granddaughter of Bob and Barb Pleim from Waupun.
It's a 3-2 pitch, and that is hit. A soft little shot, and picked up by the shortstop. They're going to throw to first, but not in time to get Rivera. Those perfectly hit balls, not a lot on it, but did hit the ground, and the third shortstop, Emma Bone, over there to throw it in and made it close, but just a perfectly hit spot there by Roz Rivera to get the leadoff hit for Waupun. That'll bring up Addie Braun, the pitcher for Waupun, up to the plate. Addie batting now .244.
Going to have a runner for Roslyn.
Is that Rowan over there? That looks like a number 7.
No, can't be.
Can't. No, that's who it is over there.
Let me look here. I think it's
Rowan Harder.
No, it's 6, I think, isn't it?
Not 7 out there. Sure. She could be running.
No, she can't. She's in the lineup. You can't both be in the lineup. I can't see the number. I'm sorry.
7. Number 7. Rowan Harder. Unless they change numbers on us. Rowan's always been number 7.
Yeah, and I have her listed as 7 on the lineup. So
she's the flex player. She's the flex player for Waupun.
Oh yeah, that makes sense then. If she's playing, she's playing. Okay, she's a flex. Okay.
Pitch is swung on and fouled out of play over on the right field side. So Waupun with a base runner, a hit, their first base runner of the ball game, first hit of the game. So they went down 1-2-3 in the top of the first. 1-2 the count for Addie Braun with Kylie Pleim awaiting on deck.
Rowan's normally in the batting order. That's why I was a little surprised.
He's going to come up a little short, and Rowan scoots over to second base. A nice runner in scoring position for the Lady Warriors.
So as the flex, Rowan can come in. Rivera can come back and hit again. Rowan could actually enter a second time. Softball, you can re-enter starters and subs. Baseball, you cannot. Only starters can re-enter. Softball, you're allowed to enter both.
This one kind of jams her, and Vandenberg tries to get there, but not enough time, so that one hits the ground. 2-2 count on Addie Braun, battling right now against Addie Maurer. Pond spots a point to run to Laconia here in the first inning, trailing 1-0. Comes the 2-2 pitch. That's hit hard out to left field. It's going to be out of here for Waupun's Addie Braun. Just gets a hold of that one, and no doubter off the bat, high but deep over the left center field fence. Had a 2-run shot for Addie Braun. Making the coach say, that was a good idea to move her up to number 5 in the batting order. Gets herself a 2-run shot. And Waupun now pulls ahead 2-1.
Not only is she a lights-out pitcher, she hits with power. Not the biggest gal, a little shorter, but very strong.
Yeah, well, that cleans the bases off, but Waupun now takes a 2-1 lead. They put 9 on the board against a pretty good Appleton Xavier team last night, so that's a team up and down the order that can put some runs on the board. And that brings up Kylie Pleim, and that's going to drop in just onto the outfield grass out in left center field. So Waupun putting 3 hits together Nobody out, 2 runs in, and a runner at first base now for the Lady Warriors, and that'll bring up Olivia Lease up to bat for Waupun.
I think you nailed it right on the head, Steve, when you talked about Waupun's lineup. They can hit up and down the order, and I think they have a number of girls that don't even start on this team that are good hitters.
So Olivia Lease up to a bat right now, and they'll have Carly White awaiting on deck. A little pop up, and that's going to go in the glove of the second baseman right in front of second base. Nice job there by Cambry Johnson. Had a ways to go to get the ball, but she got the first out recorded now here in the top of the second inning for Laconia against Waupun.
That ball looked like it could be trouble off the bat. Just not hit very hard.
You saw Roz's shot, or not shot, but her little bloop single she had in the infield. I thought it looked a little familiar, but just a little bit shorter, and it's hung in the air a little longer. Brings up Carly White. Batting number 8 in the batting order. Ryan Babish are waiting on deck. Yeah, so a couple little changes that they made in the batting order for Waupun. That one, fastball right down the middle. No offer from White. Called strike. Puts the count at 1-1.
You think of Carly White as being more of a speed player, maybe a bunter or slasher, but she hits with power. She doesn't look the part. Kind of a diminutive young lady, but she can really drive balls, get those doubles and triples.
Next one misses high and away. And yeah, she does look like, it just seems like she'd be the type of player that they convert into one of those number 2 in the batting order, slap hitters that move the runner over and things like that. But they got her down to number 8 in the batting order. 2-1 the count now to Carly. Coming high and tight on her and a swing and a miss. Throw to first, not in time. I think a couple pretty good catchers battling out here, too, for both teams with Kaylin Maurer. A nice little snap throw to first. Got it there in a hurry, but runner's safe over there. And swing and a miss by White on the next pitch in. So she goes down. Second strikeout of the ball game for Addie Maurer. And that'll bring up number 9 in the batting order, Ryan Babish, to the plate. Third baseman for the Lady Warriors. First pitch.
Called strike.
Yeah, call that one. Oh, the strike.
High and outside and got the call. No look back or anything from Babish.
0-1 the count. The pitch now from Addie Maurer checking her wristband. Big thing now with having those over the. It's the first season they could do that. They've been doing that for a few years.
They've been doing that for a while. Boys are wearing them now too. Yeah, the boys been doing it a couple of years now.
It's a lot more noticeable than what I've remembered in the past, but
can't be on the pitching arm for a pitcher. That's one thing. Can't be optic yellow, obviously, or optic softball colored.
Nice pitch just off the plate, and Waupun goes down with a couple strikeouts down the inning, but not before we get 3 hits with the first 3 batters, a single, followed by a 2-run shot by Addie Braun, putting Waupun on the board, now leading 2-1. Be back in just 1 minute with the bottom half of inning number 2 on RP Sports.
The Hour Bar on Main Street, Waupun is a great place to meet friends. Owners Bob and Tana invite you to join them for their daily specials and great atmosphere. They also bring in top-notch entertainment and host many special events. The Hour Bar is also the perfect place to cheer on the Packers, Bucks, Brewers, and Badgers. There's TVs everywhere you look. After today's game, head to the Hour Bar, 433 East Main Street, Waupun, a proud supporter of high school sports.
Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pinot. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot, build better for future generations.
Okay, we are back at Rosendale. Waupun comes up with 2 runs in the top of the second. Now lead this game 2-1, and number 6, 7, and 8 in the batting order coming up for the Laconia Spartans. Gwen Westfall followed by Lily Schultz and Kaylin Lemke. No offer by Westfall in the first pitch in from Addie Braun. Strike one.
Little sinker there, coming in hard. Get the pitch that rises and the one that goes down.
This pitch is going to miss about nose level high. Count is now 1-1. Yeah, you get some of those. See some of those pitchers that have that little one that goes down low and kind of goes away from the batter, too. It's just amazing what they can do from this. The different things that a pitcher can do going underhand compared to what the pitches you see from a fastball pitcher.
Yeah, you have to be able to throw hard enough to get enough spin on the ball and enough rotations to make it move. Braun, obviously someone that can throw hard.
1-2 pitch is fouled off by Westfall. Stays alive. 1-2 the count. First batter of the bottom of the second inning for Laconia.
Westfall behind the plate. Westfall at the plate.
One-two pitch now from Addie Braun, and that's popped in the air, but it's going to go out of play over on the first base side. Count remains at 1-2. One-two pitch for Addie, and a big swing and a miss. Good battle there, but Addie just keeps on coming with the strikes and gets Westfall to go down swinging. Second strikeout of the ball game for Addie Braun, and that'll bring up Lily Schultz, left-handed hitter. She is their left fielder.
Yeah, that's that rise ball right there. Looks like it's coming down the middle and just kind of shoots up and gets up at the letters and tough to handle.
Yeah, any good pitcher, that's their main go-to. Chase this, and it's coming in so fast, and so you got to throw it hard to make it do that, and that's a hard one to hit. Swing and a miss by Schultz. Yeah, coming up tomorrow, baseball action over at Kettle Moraine Lutheran High School. Nate and I will be there to bring you that game. That one, no offer by Schultz, but right down the middle makes the count 0-2. And well, you got to walk a ways over some hills and over a soccer field and everything to get there. There's no road that goes right to the baseball diamond. You got to walk over, and Nate's going to be like a pack mule tomorrow trying to bring all that stuff over. Next one's going to miss high, 1-2 the count.
Lily Schultz, interesting grip there on the bat, kind of a split hands. We'll see that a lot.
Yeah, right when she's ready to go. It's about 2 inches apart, and that's a call swing and a miss on the next pitch in. So 2 batters, 2 strikeouts, and that'll bring up Kaylin Lemke, the catcher.
I have not seen Addison Braun that much, but what I have seen of her, she gets stronger as the game goes on. Laconia able to get to her in the first inning, but
that's on the ground, but fouled on the third base line.
Once she gets into a rhythm, gets a little sweat up, she gets tougher and tougher.
Yeah, she's just one of those. I remember that with Kayla Schwebke, too, for Laconia. If anything, she walked somebody, and all of a sudden she just turned it up another couple notches, and she just retired the next batters after that. And just one of those tough competitors, and she's got the goods to back it up. 1-1 the count now. Kaylin Lemke, catcher for Laconia at the plate. There's some high heat and a swing and a miss. Counts now 1-2.
Jason Bovey behind the plate, the umpire, and Charles Bladorn Jr. out on the bases tonight.
Comes the 1-2 pitch, and that is it. And pulled foul over on the left field side, giving chase, and long way to go, but just couldn't quite get there by Waupun's third baseman over there with Ryan, who we first time we ever saw her in a game, called her Ryan.
Yeah, I did.
Ryann. So that's got to be Ryan, but it's one of those that you don't always ask about the first name pronunciations. You ask about the last name pronunciations, and 1-2 pitch on the ground. That is picked up by Ryan Babish. Fires across the field over to Garrettson and gets the out. So a nice 1-2-3 inning for Waupun defensively. And after 2 complete, Waupun with a 2-1 lead here at Taylor Park in Rosendale. Back with the top of the third right after this on RP Sports.
Hey, you think it's warm over there? Where's the AC? We're not getting Netflix if it ain't free.
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Soon we'll be in a warm Wisconsin summer. Now is the time to get your maintenance plan to prevent an AC conundrum. Don't forget, we sell and install Coleman furnaces too.
Call 920-763-2301. Log on allphasecomforts.com.
Providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
I know the weather's changing. I can feel it in my knee.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Okay, Steve Winterhack along with Randy Armiga back at Tom Halfman Memorial Field here at Taylor Park. Big Nate Young doing the video streaming. Waupun leading 2-1 going into the top of the third inning. And again, they've got festivities here, raising money for their beautiful facilities that they have. They're not done yet. They still got to figure out a way to get the rain so it doesn't drain onto the field instead of trying to get it off the field. And not sure if anybody's got an answer for that.
From the parking lots and the concrete areas and all the blacktop and everything wants to run towards the field, that being the low point. Almost has to be some type of drainage system. Otherwise, I don't know what you do, because everything, the side hills and the parking lot, everything is higher.
Yes. Yeah, it's kind of a tough poser, but I haven't heard anybody come up with an answer with that. I know Scott's the Army Corps of Engineers is going to do over here, but this could be a problem. They said you could be shut down for a couple days if they had a good rain. So right back to the top of the order now for Waupun with Ava Vandezan up first, followed by Kaylee Westfall and Lexi Garrettson. Ava struck out back in the first inning.
I know a couple guys from Waupun, those Karteschner boys. That's what they do. Shouldn't call them boys anymore. They've had a big-time business going on.
Oh, yeah.
They specialize in drainage and tiling of fields and farm agricultural things and projects like this.
That's the call they should be making, that's for sure, if they want to finish off and have a nice facility. It's a nice thing with Waupun. I've seen that field totally flooded, and no other field that I've seen you could play on after that. But I remember Josh Novice and the crew came out there and got it ready in about an hour. Said, I can get this ready in an hour. Just said, okay, let's do it. And that was a game against Campbellsport in the postseason. And he got it ready, and they finished that game. It was a miracle. The miracle on Lincoln Street, they call it.
Yeah, that was the only time I've ever seen giant sponges that he had. He came out and actually kind of put them down on the ground and soaked up maybe 3, 4, or 5 gallons of water at a time and carried them off and squeezed them out.
3-1 pitch, and that is swung on and fouled back, makes the count 3-2. Yeah, everybody kind of doubted that was going to get fixed that night.
I was one of them.
Yeah, everybody. There's anybody that thought that we're going to be playing, but there's one believer in this. The guy you needed to was Josh Novice. Not just a great mind in softball, but he knows how to he knows everything about that field and how to take care of it. Next pitch, Ava having a little trouble figuring out Addie Maurer.
Maurer's pitching well, keeping Waupun off balance. Yeah, that was like your grandma's couch cushion that he brought out there. He had a couple of them. Big old brown sponge, 4x4, put them down, soaked up the puddles. Ava right on that one, just a little under the pitch, fouled straight back.
Lily Schultz. Things got so screwed up with stuff before Lily Schultz in the pitcher's circle, but this one's going to miss outside, and heading up first base line is Ava Vandezan. I'll have to tell her to scoot up the line in a hurry. We got some speed on the base pass with Ava out there, and that brings up Kaylee Westfall.
Shout out to Nikki Broxma, Kevin Braun. Tuning in, thank you.
One's fouled back off the bat of Kaylee. Lexi Garrettson awaiting on deck.
Westfold, she got her money's worth on that swing. Wow.
Yeah, and that one's going to weigh, that just kind of lost the grip on it by Lily Schultz, a freshman, and all the way back to the screen. And that allows Van de Zand to head over to second base. Yeah, a few changes out there from the first inning already. They're all over the place. I'm looking and I'm just kind of screwed up with what some of the changes are. First base is different out there, too, with standing over at first is Addie Maurer.
Yeah, Edison Maurer started on the rubber.
So kind of screwed me up. I missed Lily just coming in this inning, but any other changes out there, but that's of course the pitcher being a big change.
We heard
Lily,
Coach Nava say they had two good ones, and maybe the thought process is change it up and get a different look maybe each inning. Who knows here?
Pitcher's going to miss just inside. 3-2 the count now to Waupun's Kaylee Westfall. Usually one of those batters that the first pitch she likes in there, she gives it a ride. And not really in her comfort zone yet with these pitchers here from Laconia. Ooh, I'm going to say that one catches the outside part of the plate, and going down looking is Kaylee Westfall. So one down, that runner at second base, and that brings up Lexi Garrettson to the plate now. Waupun with that 2-1 lead. Top of the third inning.
Lexi hit the 100 career hits, I think, last week. Not sure if it was in the last game or the second to last game. She went over 100 hits in her career, kind of a milestone for anybody.
I believe Kaylee did it just before that, too. Eva Van de Zand safe over at third base. I remember seeing that when
you're right.
Lexi did it. I think Kaylee just did it the week before.
I think they were back-to-back games, if I'm not mistaken. Eva Van de Zand with the great speed on the pads, always a threat to run.
She's an aggressive player out there, and I love her mentality because my favorite play is the 9-3 putout. She takes pride in throwing runners out at first base that think they have a hit, and she throws them out at first base because she plays shallow enough and comes in hard and just throws a strike to first. That's her favorite thing to do out there. 0-2 the count now for Lexi. Flew out to the first baseman back in the first inning. Change up and going down looking. A couple batters in a row going down looking, and top batters for Waupun with Kaylee and Lexi going down. So those are big strikeouts for Schultz.
Yeah, that's a great pitch right there. Took a little off, definitely caught the outer edge of the plate.
And that'll bring up Roz Rivera. She had that single landed just past second base. Wasn't hard hit, but just landed in that perfect spot for her to get safely to first. And this one is popped up, but hits the ground up the first base line for strike one.
Glad you can see over there because I can't.
Yeah.
I can only see the left field area.
Yeah, a little cozy in here. Then none of us are small guys either. We're all 6 foot plus, and Nate's.
Yeah, we take the average for 6'5" then.
Yeah, with Nate, our average is 6'5". Yeah. Nate doing a great job on our video streaming. Very confident, and we head out to games and.
Got the scoreboard on there. I'm looking at it on my phone right now. Nice
looking
job.
Scoreboard on there.
That's doing a great job.
The speed takes a little off that one, and Roz takes a big cut, but fouls it back into the screen. She's down to the count 0-2. Nice job by Schultz after walking the first batter with that good battle with Van de Zandt, but struck out the next two batters. And we're talking Waupun's number 2 and 3 in the batting order. It's quite an accomplishment. Should be here for another 3 seasons. Swing and a miss. So 3 strikeouts. Impressive pitching there by Lily Schultz against Waupun's top batters. So Waupun strands one over at third base. Nobody hits in that inning, but they do get a walk. And nobody scores, so Waupun leading 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the third inning just 1 minute from now on RP Sports.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Every beginning starts with a breath. When buying or selling a home, it's easy to forget to take one. Brooke Bourne and Rock River Realty can guide your next real estate venture without the worry. Home markets are changing, and Brooke Bourne meets the market with only a 2.5% commission. It's true, 2.5%. Save the stress when you work with the best. Contact Brooke Bourne at 920-251-0500 or email brookebourne@rockriverrealty.org.
Yeah, they're really testing out our broadcast skills here with both teams, changing pitchers, and Waupun doing it themselves. Roz Rivera, Waupun's number 2 pitcher, in to pitch right now for Waupun. So they're getting some valuable innings in here before you get into the playoffs. Another big game, though, coming for Laconia on Thursday. They take on Marshall, who's a ranked team in Division III, so that's a big matchup for them. And Waupun's got a huge game coming up on Thursday, a game we'll have for you in RP Sports as they take on the only team that beat them in conference this season, and that is Kewaskum. They play them at Waupun, and we'll have that game for you. Jeff and the crew will be there to do that game. So.
It's a game I was told that Waupun felt they should have won. They were very disappointed in that loss. They stranded a lot of base runners, and things just didn't go their way. And I'm sure they're looking for a little redemption in that game against Kewaskum.
Cambry Johnson, the second baseman, getting her first at-bat of the ball game. Number 9 in the batting order, then back to the top of the order. First pitch hit over on the ground over to second base, bobbling, but collecting herself is Carly White, not panicking, and gets the out at first. That'll bring up Emma Bone, the shortstop, up to the plate now for the Spartans.
We're going to see Carly White with an expanded role on the basketball team this year, too, for Waupun.
I think so. I mentioned it a few times in the games we've done for softball, saying that could be the future regard on the basketball team, losing some key members out there. And
it's going to be more by committee. That we had Gracie Gopalin for so many years, and all 4 years of the point guard.
You lose her handling the ball. She was just fun to watch. And then you had Cale Peterson now going to West Virginia.
No, Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech coming up. So that's a big change there for instead of going to watch her sometimes in Milwaukee, you got to head out to the East Coast. Nice job, Roz picking the ball up, slow roller back to her, and gets the out on number 1 in the batting order. So 2 up and 2 down.
Yeah, Kale's following her coach, Coach Duffy.
That's right.
Was at Marquette, went to Virginia Tech, and now she's decommitted from Marquette, and then she wants to be playing for the coach that recruited her.
Yeah, that was her main reason to go there. She really loved that coach and what she's seen over there at Marquette. So kind of an obvious choice for her, but it took a little while before they came up with that announcement to make that happen. So exciting stuff, but a lot more traveling now for the Peterson family, and they do like to come and follow Kale wherever she plays. So we'll see how much traveling they'll be doing out on the East Coast.
Instead of jumping in the car for a hour and 10-minute drive, it's going to be cross country.
Yeah, a lot of us too thought about that. I think a lot of us that followed her had that thought about going to watch her play down in Milwaukee too. So that's not just the Peterson family, but all her fans here in Waupun. This One's going to miss just a bit inside to Plime. 3-0 the count now with nobody on, 2 down. 2-1 lead now for the Lady Warriors here in the bottom of the third inning. Roz's pitch goes right down Main Street with it. No offer from Plime. Count is now 3-1.
Plime hitting .316 on the season. Nice numbers.
That one inside, so decides not to wear. Why would you if you're going to get ball 4? So she heads down to first base with 2 down, and that will bring up Addie Maurer, who's now the third baseman of the ball game. She pitched the first 2 innings. Rounded out over to shortstop back in the first inning. Nice pitch, catching the outside part of the plate, strike 1.
Yeah, both these teams, a non-conference game here, maybe, making sure their teams are ready for tournament action. Good move, I think, by these coaches, using a couple of different pitchers, both teams, just in case you would have an injury or anything like that.
I'll pull the string on that one. A throw down to first, but not in time. Almost looked like they're going to have her, but she kind of caught it before first base, Garrettson did, and allowing the runner to get back safely to first.
Yeah, that shortens that lead up a little bit. Even if you don't get the base runner, throw down, keep them close.
And a nice hard shot past the diving Babish over at third base, putting runners now at first and second base. First hit of the ball game for the Laconia Spartans. Got that run in the first inning with a couple of walks and getting that run in eventually there, but runners at first and second, so Laconia still trying to make something happen here with a cleanup batter up to bat, Aubrey Maurer. Swings and fouls the first pitch back for strike 1.
Just got a beautiful looking swing. I can see why she's hitting upper 400s.
Yeah, dangerous batter here for Waupun to face here with Maurer. Close to Vandenberg awaiting on deck. And that is a deep out to center field, and that is out of here. A 3-run shot. As Randy said, a dangerous batter up to bat, and she proves it. Aubrey Maurer crushes one over the left center field fence and brings in 3 runs for the host Laconia Spartans. They now lead this game by a score of 4-2. Pretty impressive, powerful hitting here from both teams.
Absolute no doubter right there.
Inning started out innocent enough for Waupun defensively, getting the first 2 batters to ground out, and after that, number 2, 3, and 4 in the batting order find their way on base. Ends with a 3-run shot off the bat of Aubrey Maurer.
Vandenberg, another dangerous hitter.
Yeah, went down strikeout victim, but bats in the 300s. Pitch to her with nobody on base, called strike 1.
I mentioned earlier, so much talent in that Laconia basketball team. I thought Vandenberg was the big-time defender, rebounder, scored when she needed to.
Yeah, she was rock solid in the middle of that volleyball team, too. That was just a game away from going to state, and they're going to miss her. They've got a lot of good youth and young players coming back, but that's the leadership that she has, all the sports that she plays, that's going to be something that's going to be hard to replace. Swing and a miss by Vandenberg in the next pitch. It makes it a 1-2 count.
And we heard the description in the senior night presentation before the game that she was the 6-foot sister.
little sister by, it must be her older sister that was giving the little bio out there for her, saying some nice words. Now losing 3 seniors off the team here on senior night. A lot of ball to be played. Postseason coming up starting next week, Tuesday, for both teams. Next pitch is popped up, and Westfall heads over and catches it in foul territory, but not before Waupun had 2 outs, nobody on, then a walk, a single, and a 3-run crush shot there by Aubrey Maurer. And puts Laconia up now 4-2 after 3 complete. Back with the top of the 4th right after this on RP Sports.
Andy with us here at the other bar, Main Street in Waupun. Andy, I think it would be good to run down the weekly special so people know what's going on here at the other bar, Main Street, Waupun.
Absolutely, Nick. We got something going on every week. Monday, of course, is all you can eat shrimp and fries. We got pizza specials as well. $4 off 16 and $2 off of 12. That's Monday. Tuesday is Mexican all day from open to close. Wednesdays, we have wing special going on. That's after 4 p.m. Thursday, of course, is build your own burger. We have $1 off burgers. And Friday is fish all day from open to close. And Saturday is appetizer special. Buy one, get one half off. That's all day. And Sunday, of course, we're back to wings, Bloody Marys, screwdrivers, and Sunday fun day.
Now, with fish fry, you want to get that order in early because you do fill up, right?
Fridays are chaos. Yeah, it's like corralling cats. So you want to get your order in fast and make sure you call in ahead of time before, and we can go out probably a half hour, 45 minutes, depending upon how busy we are. But yes, by all means, we were more than happy to take your to-go order on Friday. You can sit outside on our patio. That's open now. The girls are more than happy to deliver food outside when the weather's nice, of course. But yeah, you'll have to stop in and see what we got going on.
The other bar, Main Street, Waupun.
Okay, we are back in Rosendale. A 3-run home run in the bottom half of inning number 3 by Aubrey Maurer. Now putting Laconia back out in the lead, 4-2. And coming up for Waupun, number 5, 6, and 7 in the batting order, starting out with Addie Braun, followed by Kylie Plime and Olivia Lease.
Lily Schultz still on the mound.
So ball 1-0 now to Braun. Of course, Addie, the owner of that 2-run shot to give Waupun their 2 runs. Crushed one over the left center field fence.
Gentlemen coming in and getting some new softballs out of the cabinet here. I think maybe some of those home run balls are going home with somebody.
Yeah, little keepsakes. Two and 1 the count now on Addie. We got a bunch of balls from my son Derek's. When he's 12 years old, he had about 11 or 12 of them out. He's like so much bigger than everybody back then. Right. A little pop-up would go out.
Yeah, he was a big kid, young.
Yeah, he grew up faster, and he got brought up as a center with all the other guys, shorter guys were all guards around him. So he's still got those. He found those when he moved into his first house, and we gave him this bin. I said, I think there's a bunch of balls here, home run balls are in there, and they were. That one misses, and Addie is issued a walk. That's how Waupun started out their last opportunity. But now trailing 4-2, and that will bring up Kylie Plime. She got a single back in the second inning.
They're going to have a substitute runner right now.
Amelia Jones is coming in now to do some running. Braun will sit down.
That's not a courtesy runner because Braun is no longer the pitcher. So that would be a substitution.
Yeah, that confuses me, all the different things you can do with softball compared to the baseball diamond out here. And of course, you officials have to be up on all that stuff. You do both.
Yeah, some differences. You know, obviously the leading off base early is a big one. People get called out if you leave before the ball leaves the pitcher's hand. And some of those things.
Yeah, they all got a timeout. They have that little move where they kind of swing back and then forward to get that momentum off from first base. And just always quality softball teams. That one off the bat into the glove of the catcher Lemke. Yeah, both teams with the great programs going, and Scott Ritzma said I didn't get a lot of those basketball player athletes. They're all out in track right now and running track, and shows you how deep the athletic class is here at Laconia. They've got some very quality softball players. He says the future looks bright for Laconia softball. 3-1 the count now on Plime.
Schultz a little bit of a struggle right now finding the zone. She pitched so well the last inning.
One's fouled back, makes it a 3-2 count. Been fun watching the Brewers play. I know they lost the last couple of games, but they've had a great season going. They thought they wouldn't be playing very good, but brought in some good pitching and timely hitting, and they're a fun team to watch right now. Yeah, it's a fun time of year.
Overachieving, I think, is accurate for the Brewers. Good to see Yelich back in the lineup. Came back from that back injury. I think he missed 27 games, and he's hitting over 500 right now since he came back.
Yeah, he was playing good beforehand, and all of a sudden he was gone. And I thought, not when he's playing so good, but he comes back even playing better. High and away in the next pitch. So 2 batters, 2 walks issued now from Lily. And now Olivia Lee steps to the plate. Flew out to second base back in the second inning. Yeah, fun time of year. Everybody's excited because the weather's getting better. I've got my mom's pool opened up right now, and I turned it from green to clear just by throwing in a little shock treatment inside the pool, and clear right now and filling up as we're talking. Bunt laid down by Lise. Bunt does her job with a sac bunt, putting runners now advancing over to second and third base. Good job there by Olivia doing her job. And that will bring up Carly White with an opportunity to bring in a few runs for Waupun. Trailing by 2, 4-2. Ryan Babish waits on deck for Waupun. This is number 8 in the batting order, up for Waupun with White. Called strike, no offer from White. 0-1 the count.
Yeah, right down Main Street, good fastball. Lily, she can bring it too. Talking about Braun having a good fastball.
I've heard Lily's name mentioned talking to Scott and talking about his team before the season started. This one bunted back to the pitcher. They look runner back to third, and a good job. Everybody's safe all around. She was a little afraid if she threw it to first. Waupun ready to break home. So big opportunity here. Maybe a better defensive opportunity here for Laconia with bases loaded. Force out at any base right now.
And by the time she looked back, the runner looked at first, realized Carly White's flying. He might have made the right choice there.
Bases loaded, number 9 in the batting order, Ryan Babish up to bat. Watches strike 1 go by. 0-1 the count. And calls a timeout and wants to talk to her third base coach and head coach, Josh Novice, who's doing an excellent job with the team. Kind of happy he got the job. I know there was other candidates for the job, but it just seemed like the obvious thing to put him in that position. It seemed like the girls took to him right away. They knew him very well. He knows the game very well, just a student of the game, and glad to see him get his shot.
Yeah, he's been around the game for a long time. Very active in the youth and high school softball for 20 years probably, maybe more.
Bunt, that one's going to get past the catcher, but a little hesitation. Everybody's kind of off the bases right now, but they're more worried about the girl at third base. A little hesitation, and cost Waupun maybe scoring a run because that goes right to the backstop on a good jump, but everybody heads back to their base.
Much more difficult to score in a softball game on a pass ball or a wild pitch than it is in a baseball game. Just so close.
Yeah, that fence is
backstops
so close.
Are close.
1-1 the count now to Ryan Babish. This one's going to be high and tight. 2-1 the count. Waupun with a big opportunity here facing the freshman pitcher, Lily Schultz.
Pressure situation for a young gal like her.
Yeah, these are things you learn from, and I'm sure this isn't the first time being her. Probably playing some club ball during the summer, too. This one misses high and away. You don't realize how much ball some of these players play by the time they get up to height, but just before they get to high school.
Certainly different than it was decades ago. Much more prepared for varsity action at a young age. It's a big pitch right here.
3-1 pitch, and that one is high and issued a base. That is the third walk of the inning by Lily Schultz. That brings a run in for Waupun, and another good thing for Waupun is top of the order is up with Ava Vandezan stepping to the plate with still just one down and bases loaded. Waupun now trailing 4-3. Well, meeting in the pitcher's circle now, trying to settle down the freshman with all the older, experienced players out there talking to her right now. Little pat on the backside, and back ready to pitch is Lily Schultz.
Ava struck out her first at-bat, was able to walk and got stranded at third. I think she stole second and third base, if I remember correctly.
Pitch in, swung on and fouled back for strike one.
A wake-up call for the home plate umpire. Balls don't come quite as fast as baseball, but they have a little more mass to them, so it's like getting hit with a bat or something. They knock you back pretty good.
And that one catches the outside part of the plate. Nice pitch there. Van is no offer, puts her down on the count 0-2. Come back pretty dinged up to take that home plate spot.
Sometimes not. It's been a clean year. Don't jinx me now.
You're going to call me up after your next game. You do. Why did you bring that up? Stays off the high pitch. Puts the count out at 1-2. Kaylee Westfall, another dangerous hitter awaiting on deck. I know you've had some bad ones in the past.
I've had some ugly bruises, yes.
1-2 the count with one down. Bases jammed for Waupun. They're down by one, 4-3. This one's going to miss. It's by the catcher, but everybody stays where they're at. Puts the count now at 2-2.
Yeah, when you have a clean game as an umpire, you always thank the catchers for keeping you clean in a game like that afterwards, for blocking balls and making sure they don't whiff on a high riser that might take you right in the mask.
2-2 pitch. High and away. Makes it another 3-2 count. Right now, Lily Schultz, well, she ended that last inning pretty impressively with those 3 strikeouts, but struggling right now to find the strike zone. 3 walks in the inning now, a 3-2 pitch coming into Ava Vandezand. Nice pitch coming inside, catches the inside part of the plate. Good-looking pitch by Lily Schultz. And Ava going down, looking her second strikeout of the ball game. That brings up Kaylee Westfall. Here's a girl that can change a game in one swing of the bat.
A tough pitch there by Schultz. Way to come back, and a lot of pressure for the young lady.
This one is popped up and slices out of play over on the first base side.
Carly White's thinking about scoring. She was ball that was fouled back. She had a great job. She was all the way around third already.
Down by one, 4-3, bases jammed, but 2 down, and a good battle. This should be between Lily Schultz and Kaylee Westfall. Next pitch is going to miss. 1-1 the count. No place to put him on the bases. Schultz has got to deal with Waupun's best hitter, Kaylee Westfall, up right now.
I think Westfall's grandfather is from, I think he lives in Brandon, so I don't know. I should know more about which Westfalls are, if they're related or not.
Next one's going to miss inside. 2-1 the count. Big moment for both teams. Laconia trying to shut the door on Waupun, just giving up 1 run and leaving bases jammed, and Waupun trying to get that lead back. Big swing and a miss. Westfall, and makes it now a 2-2 count.
She was thinking about putting Waupun up by a number of runs right there with that swing. Good pitch again by Schultz.
See what Lily has now. 2-2 pitch. And that catches the outside part of the plate. A strikeout on the inside, strikeout on the outside, and a nice Houdini act there from Lily Schultz against Waupun's top 2 batters. Waupun does get a run. They strand 3 walks in the inning, and 2 strikeouts for her. So Waupun still trailing now, but 4-3 is the score. We go into the bottom of the 4th inning, just 1 minute away on RP Sports.
We all know the struggle, the ups, the downs, the roundabouts on the journey to losing weight. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak at New Medical Center, and we understand. We've been there. That's why we're proud to offer you a fresh start with our semaglutide weight loss program. Semaglutide, commercially known as Wegovy, is an FDA-approved medication that mimics a hormone your body naturally produces. It helps to curb your hunger, eliminate cravings, and lets you focus on what truly matters, living your best life. But it's more than just a medication. It's about feeling good inside and out. It's about finding your confidence, your strength, and reclaiming the life you've always dreamed of. We've witnessed remarkable transformations here at New Medical Center. Real people, like you and me, taking control of their health, their happiness, and their future. Take it from me, I lost 40 pounds. That's 20% of my entire body weight in 5 months with no change in exercise. It was easy. Begin your transformation today. Call New Medical Center at 920-324-9899 or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
Okay, we are back at Tom Halfman Memorial Field here at Taylor Park. Ian Rosendale, Waupun does come up with a run in the top of the fourth inning, but they leave 3 on the base paths with number 1 and 2 in the order going down to get the last 2 outs, going down looking. So a great job there by the pitcher, Lily Schultz, to shut the door on Waupun. Found her control just in time. Not sure who the batter is.
Wearing a jacket right now. It should be Gwen Westfall if they haven't, and I think it may be. I think she had that jacket on out in the outfield.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely her spot to bat in right now,
yeah.
But
I didn't see anybody make a change.
1-1 the count now to Westfall. Yeah, Waupun, nice game against Plymouth. It's always fun to beat Plymouth for any sport for the baseball team. 6-0 lead in the top of the 6th inning. And Waupun travels again over towards Jackson. Make up that game that didn't get in last week. And kind of confusion with that one. I was just about ready to hop in the car and head down there the date night, but they finally figured it out. And 2-1 pitch is going to miss high, makes it a 3-1 count. Even Travis Hull was sending something out. He goes, I haven't officially been told of what's going on with this game yet, so we still plan on heading down there. And finally, at about 2:30 or so, or 2:15, they finally got the answer.
Was that weather related?
Yeah, so the field wasn't playable.
Because a lot of games did go on that night, different areas.
A lot of conspiracy theories on that one, too, because they pitched their best pitcher against Waupun on Tuesday, and that way to get them to pitch again is if your field's not ready to go, you can put them out there again. So a little bouncer and get knocked down right behind third base between shortstop and third base. Good job by Pine to knock it down, but just nothing you do after that. Runner safe at first on an infield hit. So Westfall gets to first base, and that'll bring up the pitcher now, Lily Schultz.
Both starting pitchers for Laconia and Waupun have left the game early. Maybe that has something to do with what's coming up later in the week for both of these teams. Just give them a little bit of rest and keep their bodies fresh.
1-10 by Schultz, fouls it back. Yeah, Laconia, they just got another non-conference game coming up. They're done with the conference play. They just take on Marshall, a ranked team in Division III, coming up on Thursday. And Waupun, of course, they've got business to take care of yet. That game against Kewaskum coming up on Thursday. This pitch is going to stay high. A snap throw and kind of down the line a little bit, catching is Garrettson over there. And then by the time she spins, because it looks like they were going to get her, and then she kind of spins around, allows the runner a chance to get back. 1-1 the count to Lily Schultz. Now 7-0 Waupun, boys. This is popped in the infield. Roz Rivera calls everybody off, hauls it in right in front of home plate for out number 1, keeping the runner over at first base. That will bring up the catcher, Kaylin Lemke.
Big game for Laconia against Marshall as well. You know, going into the tournament, you want to get the momentum, and they're having a nice game here tonight. And as Coach Ritzma said, they're playing well as of late. He thinks they're playing their best softball right now.
I said, talk about beefing up the last week in the regular season against a couple ranked teams. You know, one being a D2 school with Waupun. Says they want them to be all ready for the playoffs, and they look pretty good.
That would be a huge feather in their cap to beat Marshall. And
that one is ripped right past Coach Ritzman on the third base line and getting a hold of it, but a little bit ahead of it is Kalen Lemke.
Yeah, it's all cool and calm over there, but you know he was a little bit worried about his life for a moment.
His daughter Elisa's back from Dordt College.
Yeah, we saw her before the game.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to. I think we'll be playing in pickleball coming up here too. The gauntlet has been laid down on that already. So I always play against her dad all the time on Friday afternoons, and I have a good time doing that. 2 on the count now to Lemke. Makes it a 2-2 count now.
Big swing and a miss. Ball a little bit up in the zone.
Another one pulled foul on the third base side. 2-2 the count yet. Yeah, a lot of fun stuff. I love get to the postseason for baseball and softball, and we'll definitely be covering all the Waupun baseball and softball games, which is going to get me in a lot of trouble. I'm missing a lot of my grandsons. I'm missing 2 grandsons' games tonight, but get a little heat on that. It's a 2-2 pitch. He'll change up a nice job there. Way ahead of it, swinging and missing is Lemke. Big out there for Waupun. And that will bring up Cambry Johnson, the second baseman. Grounded out back in the third inning.
Yeah, you ask me sometimes about rules changes. They're usually fairly minor. One of them is you used to have the hair adornments as listed in the rules book. Used to be you had to be black or I can't remember exactly what it was, or the color of your predominant color of your team. Now they can go with anything. We see a lot of these girls with pink adornments on their uniforms.
This one on the ground over to second base. White picks it up, throws it to Garrison, gets the out. We do strand a runner out there. One strikeout. Nobody scores, and Waupun is now trailing by 1, 4-3 to Laconia. Back with the top of the 5th inning in just 1 minute on RP Sports.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance, no matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because you'll feel totally protected with the right auto coverage. Plus, you'll save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home with our expert agents. American Family Insurance.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Okay, we are back. And still out in the pitcher circle is Lily Schultz. And we are ready to bring you the top of the 5th inning, just kind of waiting for the catcher to get her gear on. And she's out there now, Kalen Lemke.
Wearing the patriotic red, white, and blue.
Yeah, you're mentioning the adornment thing now. That was one thing that changed. Was that this year that changed? Or?
I believe so. Can't remember always. I don't worry a whole lot about some of that stuff. It's the uniform things are minor to me, but jewelry is a big one now. Jewelry is allowed, both softball and baseball. The guys, it used to be a big thing. You couldn't have earrings or necklaces. Now they just let it go, as long as it's not dangerous. So kids are allowed to express themselves a bit more.
You ever get any coach that knows all those little rules and just because maybe trying to get in the head of the other team and they can't wear that out there? And if they point that out, do you have to change it then, or is it still?
Yeah, you do get asked a lot. It's mostly when people have white or tape on their non-pitching arm, and they try and get away with that.
Lexi Garrettson starts out at bat for Waupun, followed by Roz Rivera and Addie Braun.
I say about white on your arm, I'm talking baseball. Here you can't have optic orange on your glove, or not orange, optic yellow.
It's hit over on the right field side and lands harmlessly to the ground for a foul ball strike. 1-1 the count now to Lexi.
Used to see the indicators that they wear on their arm. A lot of them used to be kind of in that optic yellow color in softball, and a lot of coaches would complain about that. You make them turn it to the inside at the very least.
Nice one working the low part of the zone to Garrison, called strike. Nice pitch there by Lily Schultz. 1-2 the count now to Lexi. 0 for 2 in the game so far. She has flown out in the infield and also went down looking. Strikeout victim in the third. Oh, and then chases some high heat. So you work low in the zone, then you swing and a miss that ball out of the zone up high. Nice job of fixing some pitches up there by Lily Schultz.
Yeah, Lexi looks frustrated tonight. Her normal self.
Oh, you look at the top of the Waupun's order. The 1, 2, and 3 have all struck out twice out of their 3 at-bats in the game so far. You got Roz Rivera coming up, and she's got a strikeout against her also, and that's something you just don't see during the season with Waupun. That's the high batting average girls that get on base and score most of your runs. Nice job by Laconia. Like I said, the future looks very bright with Lily Schultz, just a freshman.
So Rivera was the designated player. Now she's batting for herself as a pitcher.
This pitch in misses inside for ball one. Yeah, Roz so far, she had that single, infield single back in the second inning, then struck out back in the third inning. 1 for 2 in the game so far.
Yeah, singled and scored.
Pitch, a swing and a miss by Rivera. 2 strikes on the board now.
We can't say enough about Lily Schultz and how she's pitched since she's come into the game.
Yeah, it looked like she was falling apart there a little bit in the fourth inning, but she got it back and got number 1 and 2 in the batting order to strike out. Looking. Bounces across the plate. 2-2 the count.
It's amazing. Get into real controlled issues and throw a lot of balls, and then when the real pressure is on, bases loaded, just come back and get the strikeouts.
2-2 pitch time now for Lily Schultz. That one misses low. 3-2 the count. I have a bad feeling we missed out on the meat. I don't smell it as clearly anymore.
I don't either. I thought of that before. I didn't want to mention it.
He said we might get it after the game. I said, I don't think so. Well, Scott was talking about only serve it up, so we might miss out on that and have to find another place to eat. Slow little roller backhanded by Schultz. Throws the first, and that one is not caught at first base, and safe as Roz Rivera.
I can't see it. Scoring that as an error or a hit? Nate, you're going to be our official score? Error. Okay, sorry, Roz.
I agree. That ball would have been there in time.
Nate has seen enough sports. He knows how to score.
Yeah, he does. How many years have you been doing this video stuff, Nate? We've been hanging out with you for a while, but now a little bit higher capacity right now that we're working together instead of just seeing at the games. I know you did the video stuff when our kids were playing with our sons Austin and Derek were playing back in 2010. You got a nice little highlight tape out of that from your DVD.
We're going to have Amelia Jones batting right now. See, here's where the discussion's coming in, because Rivera was a DP, then she was into the game, and then, okay, now we have Jones is the hitter for Waupun.
I tell you, it always confuses me as how you can do things with softball. A lot of different things you can't do in baseball, not quite as clear as it is with baseball. You can really kind of really do a lot of little different things that just kind of flip things around. Like, that can't be right, but it is.
Well, with Roz pitching now, they could courtesy run for her if they chose to.
Called strike. Throw down to first base. Ross flops back on first base. Big smile back to the dugout. Yeah, no real flow offensively for Waupun in this ball game. They do have 3 runs, but they trail 4-3 and can't quite get anything really going. Great pitching by Laconia. Strike in the next pitch. 1-2 the count.
Pitch inside. Jones tied up on the swing there.
One, 2 the count to Jones, getting her first at bat of the ball game. This one's going to miss high. 2-2 the count.
Yeah, we mentioned the wristbands. A lot more baseball teams going to it now too, instead of having the third base coach go through all the signs and all that. You know, all the things and indicators that they use over at third. Now they just use the placards.
Oh, a little high heat and a swing and a miss by Jones. Another strikeout for Lily Schultz. A good rhythm right now. Runner at first, but 2 down for Waupun, and that will bring up Kylie Plime up to bat. Swing and a miss on a ship was high in this out of the zone. 1-2 the count. 0-2 the count. 0-1. I'll lose my mind here. I think I'm starving. That's why I'm starting to get.
Right.
My blood sugar is going a little low.
I didn't want to mention the lack of smell from the food because I thought you'd ditch on me and go eat.
Yeah. Quick throw. That was close over at first base, but just a hair late. Good job by Roz. That flop back over to first base.
Maybe Big Nate would be like our Grubhub guy or something at delivery. Give him $20, keep the change, bring us some food back. But then we'd have to run the computers and everything.
Yeah.
It's trouble for me.
Those kids like Nate, they know those electronics. Us old guys don't know it. All this new stuff that Nate got. I want to thank him for investing in this and giving us some options. Jeff can be out somewhere with his crew. We got Nate with this crew, and it really gives us a lot of options here with Radio Plus. I want to thank both those guys for the monetary investment that they've made. 1-2 pitch, swung on and popped behind us. We sit in the little broadcast booth that they have right behind home plate. It's a comfortable place to call the game from.
If all the food is gone, where are we going after this? We have to do something.
That's going through my mind. It's going through my mind. We're going to come up with something. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. That one's going to miss high and tight. And Roz heads over to second base. Stolen base for Roz. I'll take it.
Thumbs up from Roz. Double thumbs up.
It's a little encouragement from her teammates on the bench.
Roz says, no problem. Showing off the wheels. Right here. See if Roz can score on a base hit, 2 outs.
2-2 count now on Plime and slams on, but just fouled on the third base line. Would have been a nice one. She could have been about a foot over to the right, and that would have scored Roz on that one. 2-2 the count yet for Kylie Plime with Olivia Lisa waiting on deck. The 2-2 pitch took a little off it and misses inside. Makes the count 3-2. Mixes up speed. Great location pitcher.
Kylie was hoping she wasn't going to get punched out. Kind of looked back at the home plate umpire. Oh, that was pretty close.
Yeah, that's nerves of steel on that. 3-2 the count now on Plime. A battle now with Lily Schultz. And chases the high one and a swinging and missing. 3 strikeouts in the inning for pitcher Lily Schultz. Pond comes up empty. They do strand a runner at second base, and nobody scores. And Waupun still trailing by a score of 4-3. Bottom of the 5th coming your way in just 60 seconds on RP Sports.
Extend your vertical tillage options with the new Kuhn Krause Accelerator XT8010, available at Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun. Proven Excalibur VT blades stay sharp to cut tough residue and create a superior seedbed. New adjustable gang angles put you in charge. Select 1 to 5 degrees for true vertical tillage or 6 to 8 degrees for more aggressive tillage action. The mid-mounted tines redirect soil and residue flow ahead of rear gangs. Exclusive rear star wheels break clods and anchor residue, while the 24/7 conditioning reel firms and finishes the seedbed. No daily grease maintenance features save you time and money. The Accelerator XT is available in RTK cut widths of 29.5 foot to 40 foot working widths. To learn more, visit www.kuhn.com.
Okay, Nate points at us. That means it's time for us to start talking. Here we go. Bottom of the 5th inning. Waupun comes up empty in the top of the 5th. And they trail in this game 4-3. And top of the order up now for Laconia, and Addie Braun back in the ball game in the pitcher's circle for the Waupun Lady Warriors. With Emma Bone up to bat, followed by should be Kendall Plime waiting on deck. Change up, and that one drops into the zone, called strike 1. No offer from Bone.
Yeah, you almost never see this in a boys' baseball game. Is physically the pitcher to cool down for a few innings. And
that one is ripped out towards left field, right in front of Waupun's Olivia Lease. Gets by her a little bit, but runner will stay at first base. But a nice hit there by the leadoff batter, Emma Bone. Her first hit of the ball game. She's now 1 for 2. Okay, and that will bring in Allison Schaefer, the flex player, coming into bat for Kendall Plime, the DP. Schaefer with her first at-bat of the ball game. Last-minute instructions there from head coach Scott Ritzma.
Coach is getting a lot of gals in the game today. Get them all ready for tournament action. Never know when your number is going to be called, and you may have to perform in a pressure situation.
Yeah, showing bunt, and that one's going to be foul. So strike 1. He's trying to get that runner over to second base. Got to be ready to get up there with the bat, and not a bad attempt there by Allison, but
fall down into her feet.
Yeah,
hitting the box.
Next pitch is going to miss away for ball 1. Yeah, you can see Little League is going now in Waupun. They had their big opening weekend Saturday. All the teams that are in the league played. So we had to watch 3 games. Johnny playing right away, his age group, 7-year-olds, and the 9-year-olds after that. See Riker and then Reiston probably playing right now as I speak. Over at Lynn Zieschlag Fields in Waupun. The snap throw to first. Goes off the glove of Garrettson. Over to White at second.
Reiston in the majors now?
Yeah, he's 11 years old
11,
now.
12s?
Yeah, 11, 12s. He's in the younger group. They're all in the younger group. And the next year they'll all be in the older group.
That's pretty good stuff at that age.
It's starting to be real baseball, but then you got to go back and watch the 1 base at a time stuff and things like that too.
Yeah. It seems like the fields are designed exactly for that. They're the right size of Little League fields for 11 and 12. You watch that Williamsport tournament, everything happens so quick. Plays are close at the bases.
Yeah, it's been fun watching my oldest grandson, Reiston, now a lot more expected out of him with his pitching. And one of the top 2 pitchers on his City League team, and then one of the better pitchers on his travel team. To see him play in the Waupun tournament. Riker, the 9-year-old, plays in a tournament, I believe, over here, coming up on this Saturday. The jams are on that next pitch, and rolled fouled on the third base line off the bat of Addie Maurer. And we got little Ray. She's got a little pink bat. She's 3 years old, and I guess supposedly she's going to be doing a little something with softball. They start them a little too young. I think 3 and 4 years old is too young. Count me against that. I don't care if you're just learning some basics on what base to run to, but that is, kids don't even know if they're right-handed or left-handed by that time, and it's way too young.
Yeah, you hope they don't get hurt somehow by some kind of a weird accident.
And this one is drilled out towards right field and knocked down by Ava Vandezand. And aggressive running scores a run for Laconia. Nice opposite field hit there off the bat of Addie Maurer. So 1 down, runner at first base. A run does come in. Good aggressive base running there by Laconia, not slowing down at all from second base and scoring.
And no hesitation right off the bat, realizing it was going to find grass.
That will bring up Aubrey Maurer, the right fielder. Left-handed hitter.
I think this is 0-0. I think
we
have a replacement here now.
Oh, they do. Okay. That's Aubrey.
Oh, okay.
Another base hit.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah, Aubrey, another base hit, back-to-back base hits, and maybe Addie Braun not as quite as sharp or as fast as she was when she was in the game, and now like I said, coming back in, and Laconia kind of teeing off on her a little bit. 3 singles they've got out of the 4 batters. Runners now at first and second, 1 run in, 5-3 the lead now for Laconia.
This is Kaylee Taplin, number 14, now into the game.
And she gets up against her first at bat and pops it in to a right center field, and bases loaded now for Laconia. Hey, you're going to put me in? I'm not going to be afraid to swing the bat when I'm up there, and Taplin gets a single. 3 singles in a row, 4 singles here in the inning out of the 5 batters. Impressive stuff here from Laconia. Threatening now with bases loaded, only 1 down, 1 run in, 5-3 lead for the Spartans. That brings up Gwen Westfall to the plate. She's singled, she has struck out, her 3rd at bat of the game. That one catches the outside part of the plate.
Gwen must be warming up. She was wearing a jacket earlier. Now she took it off.
I'm ready to go. Yep, that's right. She's the one that had the jacket with no number on it. Well, Bond's got jackets, but they do have the numbers on them. This is popped up over towards second base, and a White will grab it. Everybody stays where they're at.
Sorry, that's just instinct for me to think infield fly immediately when that happens.
I was going to question you.
Just kind of blurt it out because you're so used to making sure you are aware of that situation.
Oh, big cut on that pitch into Lily Schultz. It's a nice healthy cut, but a swing and a miss. Down to the count 0-1. Got Kaylin Lemke, the catcher, waiting on deck.
Good block.
I'll have to work that out with Scott Ritzma. He does this again in the future as part of my agreement to come over here and do the game is got some burgers put aside for us. You always get kind of ripped off on that when you do games because all the time they're serving up food at any diamond you go at is while you're on the air.
Good pitch right there by
perfect
Braun.
spot. And tight, and she just had to battle it off, a swing and a miss. 1-2 the count now with 2 down. Bases jammed, though, for Laconia. Going to get some more insurance runs right now. I got 1 in the inning, leading by 2. Same spot, and another swing and a miss. Nice pitching there by Braun to end the inning, but they did come up with 4 singles in the inning, and 1 run does cross the plate. Now we'll
with us here at the other bar, Main Street.
We head to the top of the 6th inning in just 1 minute on RP Sports.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Every beginning starts with a breath. When buying or selling a home, it's easy to forget to take one. Brooke Bourne and Rock River Realty can guide your next real estate venture without the worry. Home markets are changing, and Brooke Bourne meets the market with only a 2.5% commission. It's true, 2.5%. Save the stress when you work with the best. Contact Brooke Bourne at 920-251-0500 or email brookebourne@rockriverrealty.org.
She hasn't given up a hit to Waupun. She's walked some people. Okay, we are back, and still in the game, Lily Schultz. Not looking like a freshman out there in the pitcher's circle. Has not given up a hit to the Waupun Lady Warriors and has 8 strikeouts, including some of those key strikeouts against the Waupun's top of the order. Each one of their top 3 batters in the order with high batting averages with 2 strikeouts in the ball game, all facing Lily Schultz.
Yeah, the 2 big strikeouts with bases loaded.
For Ava had that one, I should say, with the Addie Maurer to start the ball game out, but still pretty impressive stuff there by a freshman, and for anybody. Olivia Lease up to bat now, number 7, 8, 9 in the batting order up for Waupun. Swing and a miss by Lease, and the next pitch in quickly down in the count, 0-2.
Lily Schultz, she's in a groove right now. She's feeling it. She's throwing harder each inning.
Yeah, just a little bit of a lull there in her pitching, and she gathered herself in time, only giving up that 1 run. And shut Waupun down against number 1 and 2 in the batting order. That's pretty impressive stuff. And Waupun has struck out 11 times in the ball game between Schultz and Maurer. This pitch was swung on and fouled back and out of play. Yeah, just kind of a dead night. One of those nights, flags just hanging straight down and very calm. Ooh, hung on to that one a little too long and pulls it way out of the strike zone outside. Cubs now 2-2.
Yeah, beautiful spring day. No doubt about that. I think they get a little protection here from the wind.
Another one pulled away outside and past the catcher. 3-2 the count. Like you said, the low-lying area here compared to everything else is up higher around here.
Some fields you go to, there's no trees or anything around those either. Just always feels windier. Here you have trees, you're down low.
Oh, it goes with a rise ball and a swing and a miss. Time to regain your accuracy and gets Olivia to chase ball 4. Bring up Carly White up to the plate now. Waupun a bit of a trouble now. They're down by 2, 5-3. 1 down, nobody on here in the top of the 6th inning.
Lily Schultz getting in a groove as well. Pitchers do that. They get hot and they work faster, and she's working quickly. She feels confident right now. And Waupun, as you said, in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, 9 strikeouts already for her in the ball game since coming into the 3rd inning. It's a good game for anybody if you did 7 innings, but she's been doing this in just her 4th inning of pitching here today. 2-0 the count to Carly White. Trying to get some kind of magic going, but Laconia has been just deadly against the top hitters for Waupun. Only giving up 1 hit to the top, top 4 batters on the 9 strikeouts with the top 4 batters. Waupun ranked number 8, number 8 in Division 2 right now.
It's a call on a high strike right there.
3-1's the count now on Carly White. That's going to miss outside. And some good speed on the base paths now for the Lady Warriors. And that'll bring up Ryan Babish, the third baseman. At the top of the order for Waupun, waiting on deck.
Babish has struck out and walked so far in the game. Or 2 plate appearances.
There's a bunt over towards first base, but it's going to be foul. And last time I did a game for Waupun, they played against Ripon, who was struggling this year, but the Waupun's top 3 batters were like 3 for 3, and everybody got the hit every time they came up to bat.
9
and all scored besides.
9 hits out of their top of the order tonight.
Yeah.
Nothing. Credit Laconia's pitching.
Yeah, very. Now this one's going to get past the catcher again. That's Lily. Just stays, just looks a little crazy out there, a little wild once in a while in the pitcher's circle to kind of keep you off balance, and seems to find it and mow him down after that.
Yeah, only a freshman. Understandable.
Way outside, and a nice job by the catcher Lemke to backhand that one before he got to the screen, allowing the runner to get to third. So runner still standing at second with a 2-1 count to Babish. Waupun Warrior game, they finished that game against Plymouth in baseball 7-3 over at Plymouth. It's a called strike. Puts the count now at 2-2. Brady White earning the win for Waupun on the mound.
Sister to Carly White, or brother.
Those two were, I didn't know they were siblings.
Yeah, that's brother, sister. You bet. Brady White and Carly.
Comes the 2-2 pitch, and that one right down Main Street. Babish watches one right down the middle for strike 3. 10 strikeouts in the ball game now for Lily Schultz. And top of the order coming up with a runner at second, and Ava Vandezan steps to the plate, but she's struck out twice and has walked once. And hits that high in the air out towards left center field. Coming over is Westfall, and makes the out. So Waupun comes up empty again. Nobody gets a hit. One runner stranded after that walk. 2 strikeouts again for Lily Schultz. Now with 10 in the ball game, we'll be back with the bottom half of inning number 6 coming your way in 1 minute on RP Sports.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
A reminder for everyone that Bent's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Bent's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Bent's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
We're back. Steve's taking care of a little business down there.
Yeah. Tying my shoelace.
Didn't go to get food, at least.
No, I was looking over that.
Hanging here, hungry, and I was going to say hungry and cold, but it's a beautiful night to be out here.
Brings up number 8, 9, and 1 in the batting order. In that, so one hopper over towards Babish, fires across the field on just a 1 pitch, ground out. And that will bring up Cambry Johnson up to the plate, number 9 in the batting order, their second baseman. Yeah, I can't say enough about what we've seen from Lily Schultz, though. Yes. What a nice pitcher, and looking like a team that's ready for the postseason. We'll see how they do against Marshall coming up on Thursday against a ranked team in their own division. Swing and a miss by Johnson on that pitch. 5-3 Waupun trails on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard.
Spartans 3 outs away from closing this thing out.
I want to thank Auerbar for hopping on board here for the end of the season. Talked to Tana over at the grocery store parking lot, small town USA, and said, yeah, we want to do some advertising. I haven't made my way over there. That's a line shot, but fouled on the first base side by about 4 or 5 feet. Yeah, Tana, I said, yeah, her and Bob, we'll put you on the air. A nice little place to hang out over there. They've done some great upgrades, a few years ago when they bought the place, and always been a big supporter of high school sports. So thanks to hopping on board Auerbar. A little high and a tight pitch there, and a swing and a miss by Johnson. So 2 up and 2 down, and top of the order coming up with Emma Bone. 1 for 2 in the game. She's walked and scored. She grounded out. Also has singled and scored in the 5th inning. 5-3 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Called strike on the first pitch. And we'll see if we can get us maybe just a couple on-field interviews after this ball game. It's going to miss inside. 1-1 the count now to Emma Bone.
Yeah, just dead still right now. The flag is not even fluttering at all.
Which is unusual because every day has been windy. And to have a sunny day and it not being windy is a little unusual. Was it blowing when you're out there mowing the lawn at the cemetery today? Or
it wasn't bad. Had a light jacket, light quilted shirt on over top.
This is popped in the air right behind second base, and calling for it and hauling it in is Kylie Plime. So that is 3 outs, and Waupun has one more chance here. Top of the 7th inning, just 60 seconds away. Waupun trailing 5-3. Waupun Warrior and also Laconia softball here on RP Sports.
The Auerbar on Main Street, Waupun is a great place to meet friends. Owners Bob and Tana invite you to join them for their daily specials and great atmosphere. They also bring in top-notch entertainment and host many special events. The Auerbar is also the perfect place to cheer on the Packers, Bucks, Brewers, and Badgers. There's TVs everywhere you look. After today's game, head to the Auerbar, 433 East Main Street, Waupun, a proud supporter of high school sports.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Okay, we are back here, and Waupun down to 3 outs left here in this ball game. If they can't get something going, they're going to drop one here on the road at Laconia against some great pitching by Lily Schultz and also by Addie Maurer. Did the first 2 innings in the ball game. Waupun trailing 5-3, top of the 7th inning. And Kaylee Westfall goes up and pops one high in the air, but the shortstop, Emma Bone, gets underneath and gets out. That's a big out there for Laconia. And they said Yvette Novice is coach's daughter out there, a former Waupun great. Did a great job as a pitcher. Remember those years very well. But Yvette probably contacting us from Nashville. I believe that's where she's at right now.
Yvette's hoping for a Warrior rally. Getting down to crunch time right now.
That's the person I'm going to call if I want to find out. Everybody says Nashville's such a great place to go, and I just go there passing through to go to Florida and back. But I'd like to go there as a destination sometime. So that'll be the one that I definitely contact. This is a slow roll over to second base. Johnson picks it up and gets it over to Maurer at first to get the out. So Waupun down to their last out. So I'll let you know, Yvette, when we're going to come down there. Give us a nice list, itinerary of what we should do a couple nights in Nashville.
Yvette may not know it, but she's actually related to me.
Oh, really?
Be like my 4th cousin or something. Her mother, I think her mother would be my second cousin, maybe third cousin. I don't know how that
That's what
all
they say when they go to Beaver Dam. They're they're all cousins, and
yeah, so.
there's a lot of long ties and people related in the city of Waupun, and I think any small town.
Ooh.
Ross with a check swing strike.
That's a good pitch right there. That's a strike even if she doesn't swing.
And down to the last strike now. Ross has been on base a couple times today. That one of Waupun's 3 hits they've had in the ball game. Those were all 3 in a row back in the second inning. This one's going to miss high, makes it a 1-2 count. Waupun down to their last strike in the ball game. Schultz pitching a masterpiece in her 5 innings of pitching and a swing and a miss. And that is strikeout number 11 for Lily Schultz. And Waupun's going to drop one here on the road non-conference game at Rosendale against Laconia. Nice outing here by the Laconia Spartans. And we're going to come back and talk to at least one player and talk to Coach Scott Ritzma about the ball game here today in just a few minutes. Waupun losing 5-3 here against a very good Laconia team.
$14 strikeouts total. Crap.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Let's spring into a new career. Join the award-winning Zaputo Dairy USA team. Zaputo ranks within the top 3 for cheese production in the country, and they're right in this area. Career stability, great wages, benefits, and more. Right now, Zaputo is looking for skilled mechanics for their 3rd shift. Starting wages at over $30 per hour with an additional shift premium of $2 an hour. Benefits start after 30 days. Log on to Zaputo.com and click on Careers. Located just outside of Waupun in Alto.
Hey, you think it's warm over there? Where's the AC? We're not getting Netflix if it ain't free.
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Soon we'll be in a warm Wisconsin summer. Now is the time to get your maintenance plan to prevent an AC conundrum. Don't forget, we sell and install Coleman furnaces too.
Call 920-763-2301. Log on allphasecomforts.com.
Providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
I know the weather's changing. I can feel it in my knee.
Planning a new building, whether it's commercial, ag, or residential, you need a building that will last. You need Pino. Our experienced design build team will make your vision a reality. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to PinoBuildings.com and you'll learn about the Pino difference. Pino, built better for future generations.
5 seconds.
Steve Winterhack with you back on the field over here at Taylor Park, and impressive victory by Laconia over a very good Waupun team, beating them by a score of 5-3. And we're going to talk to a few players and also Coach Ritzma here and Aubrey Maurer. Big moment in the ball game, and your team down at the time, and you come up to bat with a couple players on base, and you just crush one over the left center field fence. Talk about that feeling. I never got to experience that myself, but what does that feel like to do that?
I like it a lot more than grounding out because, like, it just feels really nice off the bat. And it just, when I hit it, I feel like a sense of, like, relief, and I feel like I did my job and I helped my team, and that's what I want to do.
I would dream about things like that, too. But just talk about your team. How do you think you're playing going into the playoffs now, starting next week?
I think we're playing really well, and they've all worked so hard this season, and I love all of them. And I think we're going to do really well in the tournament and postseason. I think it's going to go good.
Well, excellent game. You had that 3-run bomb, also a single in the 5th inning, so a 2-for-2 game for you because you walked the other time, made on the base every time. So congratulations, nice game.
Thank you.
And, Aubrey Maurer joining us, and we're going to go right down the row here. And then, of course, some great pitching here coming into the 3rd inning is Lily Schultz. And just a freshman. I didn't hear the chant at all. Did you hear that they chant that? Maybe I missed that. She's just a freshman. But again, a great job. You had 11 strikeouts in the ball game. Didn't give up a hit in the game against a very good hitting great hitting Waupun team. And just talk about coming in. Any jitters at all coming in against a good team like Waupun here tonight?
Sometimes, but you just have to have confidence and go for it and know that you can do it.
Well, I think you probably play a lot of ball. Do you play also on a club team too?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. You're feeling it. You seem like you have little control problems once in a while, but you always seem to figure out a way to get back. Just try to stay cool. What do you do? Take a deep breath or something during those times to get it back?
Yeah, I just reset myself and fix all my adjustments and know I can do it. So.
Well, it was a great game. You didn't give up a hit to Waupun in those 5 innings you pitched. 11 strikeouts, and congratulations. Nice outing.
Thank you.
Okay, Lily Schultz joining us, and Scott Ritzma. It's your assessment of your team here. A good test here tonight against Waupun, and you're playing a couple ranked teams here this last week, and first game here, and to talk about your team and where they're at right now.
Yeah, I mean, like I said pregame, I feel that we're playing good ball right now. Our defense is solid. We're putting the ball in play, which is good. That's what makes things happen, and we're getting some clutch hits when we need them. And so right now things are clicking pretty good. I'm hoping that we continue that momentum into the postseason and make some noise down the stretch here.
Yeah, they got some hits even off from Addie Braun when Addie came back in the game. He got a nice against Waupun, and then you mentioned you had a freshman that was pretty good, and then she kind of proved it here tonight with Lily out there.
Yeah, I mean, Lily's a real deal, and you saw it in the circle today, and it was nice because Addie's a great pitcher, too. And, I mean, she had that bomb during the game, and I thought, oh, boy, here we go. And but our girls fought back, and that's one of the things that we've really worked on is I don't care what the scoreboard says. We're not fighting until it's done.
Well, you had a good day. You had nice weather here today. You had really good food, but I don't have any more left. I don't know. We're probably missed out. So.
Yep, I missed out too. I don't usually get the smash burger either. So, hopefully one of these days I'll be able to enjoy one.
Okay, Scott. A great victory here today, and good luck against Marshall coming up on Thursday.
Hey, thanks a lot, Steve. Appreciate it.
Okay, 5-3 victory for the host Laconia Spartans against Waupun here tonight, and. Again, Waupun will be playing coming up on Thursday. We'll have that game for you as they take on Kewaskum, a big game in the East Central Conference, and we'll have that for you, video streaming on Radio Plus. Have yourself an excellent Tuesday night. Thanks to Randy. Thanks to Nate. Up in the booth over there, I'm Steve Winterhack saying so long. 5-3 victory for Laconia tonight.